The New Orleans riverfront gleaming brightly along the Mississippi here tonight. Welcome, D.A.
Well, guys,
Doing it all, D.A. Thanks. With a month of NBA action in the books, let's now take a moment to look at the Rookie of the Year. It's always exciting to see the new blood making their presence felt. Not really the start he wanted to have for his NBA career, but the season is young. He can still fight his way, guys, into the conversation.
And clearly, he's still finding his footing in the league. It hasn't been quite as smooth a start to his season as many had hoped for.
But there are reasons to be encouraged, Greg. I mean, we've seen some flashes of brilliance from him, and I imagine there's more in store.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. Inside, Saric and Baines. Then there's Kelly Oubre. Then there's Devin Booker. And it's Jerome in at the point guard position. And for the Pelicans, Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. Wall and Holiday combine at the guard spots. And it's Captain Clutch in at the center position. Players are sure racking up a lot of miles, Clark. A lot of games, a lot of flights, a lot of late nights, early mornings. But in some ways, it must be easier these days than it was, say, 20 years ago when you were playing.
It's easier now than it was when I played. I mean, we had commercial flights and 6 a.m. flights. These guys now actually have charter services. Heck, I often think that the guys before me had it much worse than I did. So it's all relative. But clearly, it's hard, it's demanding, but they also have the very best of care in getting to and from the cities across the league.
Down low, it's tipped. Looking for Ingram, he gets it in there. Plays it up off the glass.
Gotta like seeing Ingram get going down underneath the rim. Just another dimension of his game that he continues to develop.
Jerome passes to Oubre. He kicks it to Saric. And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And, guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Phoenix has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Here's Jerome. He's covered by Ball. 5 on the clock. Lets it fly. Jerome, no good.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you can see the frustration on his face. And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix. Their last encounter was in Phoenix.
And the last time these two met, they were able to get a big win because of that bench production. Second unit might be a factor in this one as well.
And you know what? If they run away with this game like they did in that one, I'd expect to see plenty of minutes again for the guys coming off the bench.
Now, here's Oubre. He had 15 points last outing. Here's Jerome. He's covered by Ball. Looking to end the run. It's rebounded by New Orleans. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
And that one was all about offensive execution, running your plays, picking your spots.
Yeah, you know, not deviating from the game plan is critical. You've got to trust in the system.
Here's Jerome. Zion Williamson making his last shot. Saric up top. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Magic in Orlando.
And made a big mark at the free throw line as well. He got himself to the strike a lot and cashed in when he had his chances. And that ends the struggle. You could feel the tensions in the building with each miss.
Whew, man, this thing was turning into a soccer game. A lot of action and not many points.
Got it. Nice one there from Captain Clutch.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
Here's Baines. He's coming off a 10-point game against Orlando.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand pull punch.
The kick out to Holiday. Here's Captain Clutch. And it's New Orleans scoring again.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Suns trail by 10. Stolen away. Goes up. Pushes it down to finish the break.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
And, you know, that involves pounding it inside, getting as many points as you can right at the rim. That demoralizes the team.
So it's Phoenix now, following the score by New Orleans. Poked loose and stolen by Williamson. To the paint. Tries to save it. Out of bounds. Phoenix takes possession. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Look at Utah. They couldn't hold their position this week, but remain in the top 10.
And when I look at the Pelicans, they've started out slow. It's not for a lack of want to. It's just the way the roster is composed. They have as many questions on that roster as they have answers.
Ingram outside. Finished off the break. Ingram's got his second basket of the game. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Pelicans.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught them off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition.
Clock at 6. Ripped away. And a fast break now for the Pelicans. That one finds the mark. On target from Captain Clutch. Captain Clutch has got 8 points. Suns trail by 16. Timeout called. The Suns last game matched up with the Magic. A tough loss there.
And in terms of intensity, they kind of took the night off. Looked like they were just going through the motions.
Yeah, you know, to me, I agree. They just never looked engaged, which is surprising considering how close the game ended up being.
And we get a chance to check out the numbers for Captain Clutch. 3rd in field goal percentage, 13th in assists, and don't forget top 20 in the league in rebounds per game. He's got a great nose for the ball.
And it's a strong accomplishment. 3rd best in field goal percentage. He just refuses to take bad shots. That's why his coaches love him. Now here's Šorić. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Shot clock at 5. Fades and shoots.
And they've done a nice job controlling the defensive backboard to start this game.
Not one second chance bucket allowed. That is finishing off good defense.
Shen. He goes up again, and it's good on the way in. He's got 10.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Here's Booker, and it's good from the elbow.
And when he gets in his head that he's going to get to the basket, very little you can do defensively.
Pass to Captain Clutch. Back to ball. Inside. Here's Captain Clutch. Nice shot from 10 feet out. And the Pelicans lead by 18.
Somebody came to play tonight. 6 out of his first 7.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Here's Jerome. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession. And let's check out a breakdown. Looking at some stats for him.
And if you measure a player's effectiveness by his passing, he's been very effective lately. Look at his assists in the last 10 games compared to the rest of the season. He's in the midst of a great run.
Now here's Williamson. A 23-point game for him in the win against Dallas.
And he was relentless in that one. I mean, he wanted to be the first to every rebound and almost was. Boy, he's really been on a roll this quarter. Seems like everything he throws up is finding bottom.
Jerome passes to Saric. Kicks it to Oubre. Pass to Jerome. Lets it go from deep. No good there. So the Pelicans will take it the other way.
Not much falling for him this quarter, guys, and you can sense his frustration.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
And it's Ball in the corner. From downtown, drills it from outside. Ball's got 5.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
Here's Baines. Knocks it loose. And New Orleans pushing it up now. He lobs it up, and the dunk by Williamson.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Now here's Booker. He's coming off a 28-point game against the Magic in Orlando. Shot clock at 6. Trying to get something going. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Captain Clutch has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Count it. He has 7.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Here's Baines. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around it.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. Mark, we're seeing a lot of shooters drawing contact. They have that art form down. They know exactly what... Passes to Jerome. And Ball comes to help. And Baines kicks to Oubre. Six on the shot clock. Here's Baines. And again, it's the Suns missing. The Pelicans have gone 5 of 12 from the field here in the second. Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. And it's Captain Clutch in at the center, locking down the middle. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Ball, the bounce pass. No good from Captain Clutch.
Boy, that is awesome defense, guys, against a capable finisher. Well done. I'm sure the coaches love that.
Stolen by Ball. Here's Williamson. The shot misses, and Phoenix will come the other way. Oubre outside. The pass to Jerome. Pass to Saric. And they pick up 2.
Saric knows he has the touch needed to capitalize inside.
And so Holiday will bring it up for the Pelicans. Passes it to Captain Clutch. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. He kicks to Ingram. Stolen. Here's Jerome. He's covered by Ball.
And when Zion blocks it, you feel it. He's got this kind of power behind these swaps.
And, you know, we can't measure heart. I mean, he's not as...
Pass to Jerome. Stolen by Ball. And New Orleans pushing it up now. Here's Williamson.
Big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
And the offensive skill set Williamson has off the charts. And the scary thing is,
Guys, he's only going to keep getting better.
Here's Jerome. He's covered by Ball. Here's Oubre. From outside, off the mark. Well, for New Orleans, shooting it as well as you're going to see, 67%. Out left to the wing. Doubled by Oubre. Holiday, the pass to Captain Clutch. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Holiday's got 3 assists tonight.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Got a piece of it. Jerome passes to Saric. Here's Jerome. Shot to stop the run. Some solid defense from Captain Clutch.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Pass to Ingram. To the inside. Here's Captain Clutch. And the shot goes down. Captain Clutch has got 18 points.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Phoenix has gone 1 of 6 from three-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%. But they've continued to let them fly. Basket good.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
The Pelicans shooting 53% in the second quarter. Good ball movement, yielding good looks. Oubre against Ingram. Bounce pass, Holiday. Bridges against Holiday. Passes it to Baines. Takes the 3. They get the rebound. Bridges shot. Good. He's got 5.
And not a great start for him in the first, but he's quickly starting to turn it around.
And here is Ball. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Dallas.
And his scoring's going to get most of the attention, but his rebounding also stood out. He did a lot of glass cleaning in that game.
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
Yep, they're starting to stretch this lead out. Too much offense to keep pace with.
Pass to Baines. To the right side. Here's Jerome. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's good from long range. Jerome's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. He dents the rim with a 2-handed slam. Wow.
And when Ball has the ball, it's in good hands. He can run the offense, no doubt.
Here's Jerome. He's covered by Ball. Jerome passes to Baines. Here's Jerome. Puts it up. And so it's New Orleans with a 34-point advantage heading into the break. They've been playing.
Thanks very much, Shea. You've had no problem creating both for yourself and for your teammates. What's allowed you to have so much success at the offensive end?
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the 3rd quarter of action following halftime. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Captain Clutch having a dominant impact in this game.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
Yeah, he's got that locked-in look in his eyes tonight, and he's not going to start taking it easy. I think he's going to be going hard until that final whistle blows.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. Inside, Saric and Baines. Then there's Devin Booker. Then there's Kelly Oubre. And it's Jerome in at the point. Count the basket. Booker's got his 2nd basket.
And obviously a total team player. Saric is a guy, if his teammate is open, he's going to get the ball.
And guys, the stellar development of Devin Booker continued last season. Still a firecracker on offense, and took strides to improve his shot selection and, equally as important, his decision-making.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
Charge outside. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. No good with the triple. And Greg, with Booker and his progress, you really see it in his playmaking.
And that is what the Suns want from him long term. They see him growing into the same vein as a player like James Harden, someone who can carry the load offensively and still make others better.
The pass to Jerome. Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. Off on the layup. Williamson, the pass to Captain Clutch. And the layup's good off the glass. Captain Clutch has got 24.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area.
Here's Jerome. He's got 7. Sharch dishes to Booker. And again, it's the Suns missing.
Far from an ideal start here. I mean, this half just 1 for 4 so far.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Clark, you were so prolific in so many areas of the game. Which part of basketball came the easiest for you?
I think the rebounding piece. I always had a knack for sniffing out missed shots and had the size and timing and hands to chase down rebounds, but that was probably the strength of my game and the most unique part of it at an early age. And then the ball handling. My dad was 6'4" in the 50s, which meant you pretty much played inside, and he drummed into my head and my heart. Make sure you can handle that ball. So from the time I started playing, I was dribbling and making sure I could handle it, and it served me well during my playing career. Clearly out of rhythm now, guys. I mean, just 1 for 5 to begin the second half.
Williamson, count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist. 22 points for him.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
Oubre outside. Pass to Jerome. Buries it from three-point range. Jerome's got 10.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
The dish to Oubre. Here's Jerome. 10 points for him. That's tipped, and they're able to recover. To the middle. Pass to Diallo. Here's Oubre. And the 3 off target. The Pelicans have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second half. Tremendous efficiency. Williamson, and another assist for him.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Jerome passes to Oubre. Good ball movement here by the Suns. And it's Captain Clutch with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. The Suns have made 2 of their previous 3 free throws in today's game.
One shot.
Last season, we saw Kelly Oubre get traded to the Suns. It was a surprise success for both him and the team.
Oubre came in and gave the Suns that defensive spark they so desperately needed. The long arms, he can get in the passing lanes, and he plays with tremendous energy, and they love it.
Holiday gets the bucket.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Oubre outside. Pulls it up. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's New Orleans, able to put on a show for the ages. They've had active hands and have forced a lot of turnovers. And a moment ago, inside the huddle with head coach Alvin Gentry.
Hey, let's keep it up, guys. Let's keep running, though.
Substitution swap here for Phoenix. And so here is New Orleans. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
They've got Hart. Captain Clutch is out there with Hayes. Then there's Murray. And it's Alexander Walker in at the 1 spot. That's the Pelicans 5.
And, you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
And now the fast break. Bridges with the ball. And there's the foul. It'll go on Josh Hart. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
Clark, when you think of athleticism specifically, talk about the changes athletically we've seen in the league, say, since the 80s.
It's dramatically different. I mean, there have been tremendous athletes through every decade of the league's existence, but it's gotten better with improved training and more knowledge about the anatomy of the body and how to enhance its performance. But now it seems like great athletes are, you know, a dime a dozen versus 8 to a dozen back in the 80s.
Here's a Kobo. He's covered by Murray. 5 to shoot. LaQ. Phoenix, no good that time either. New Orleans gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
And, you know, those second-chance opportunities can be game-changers. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
Here's a Kobo. Fires at the elbow. And that's collected by Captain Clutch. Out to the right wing. Releases. Back to Hart. Pass to Alexander Walker. Here's Captain Clutch. Again, the Pelicans score.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Guys, when you're this hot, it's elementary. Let it fly. Keep staying at it.
A Kobo, the pass to Oubre. Here's a Kobo. He's covered by Murray. LaQ gets the 3-pointer to fall. They're making this a runaway.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become.
To the inside. Here's Captain Clutch. It's good. Captain Clutch has got 12 points in just the second half.
And he's had an excellent performance overall from the field.
Here's a Kobo. Johnson outside. Do you think it helps the pace of the game with the NBA recently modifying the shot clock rule that after an offensive rebound, it doesn't go back to 24, it goes now to the new number, 14 seconds?
Well, I really like the rule because you don't have to bring the ball over the half-court line, which is 8 seconds, so it makes sense, and it does speed up the game, in my opinion.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
Back to Diallo. 6 to shoot. Shoots the 3. It's rebounded by Captain Clutch.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Pelicans.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And they took charge when it counted, and they'll be notching their 9th win overall.
And after dropping game 1 in this matchup, they managed to take the second of a 3-game season series. No question, that's a morale booster.
And, partner, it sets up what should be a fantastic finale to the season series. Major bragging rights on the line that night.
And, you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Captain Clutch.
He did it all tonight, making an impact with more than just his scoring. How about the fact that he got a triple-double?
So we see New Orleans taking the W here. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing their best. I mean, being here at home, no doubt helped, and the execution was flawless.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. So long and good night, everyone.
Hey, Shaq here. Another game, another double-double. If you had to choose, which is the greater value to this team, your passing or your scoring?
Hey, that's a good question, man. I'm going to have to...
Well, unfortunately, that...
There's a lot of pockets out there. Nice job tonight, Jay.
Yes, it is. And, you know, we're watching a lot...
Nice game, Che.
Thanks, V. You know what? I don't know about that.
You guys ready to hammer out this deal?
Yeah, let's do it.
Fantastic. Looking forward to a long and healthy relationship.
Oh, there we go. I can
like it.
Oh, yeah.
He's already hopping on the sticks and you know, getting some good moves
Trying to
going.
get a little movement going.
All right, 2-1.
Oh, give me that.
Oh! All right, 2-2.
Gonna take a job. Oh, my.
Oh, almost.
Wow, the movement feels completely different, man. Oh, man. Give me that, boy.
Oh, okay.
I'll take that.
All right. 3-2. Red City boy. I like it.
I gotta get this. I gotta get 2 stops. 2 stops and 2 buckets. Oh, that change of pace was ridiculous. That was dope.
You can actually switch that up.
Oh, yeah, come here. Ooh. Oh!
4-3. AD with a big steal. Okay.
Euro. Oh, you're selling me.
Almost. Now he has his takeover,
man.
which is not good news for Red City boy.
It's not. I'm in trouble. I gotta get a steal.
No! And there it is. AD, 5-3. I like it, though. That's your first time on the sticks, though.
It's all happening in Dallas, Texas, here at American Airlines Center. Welcome to 2K Sports for another time now to look at the race for DA. Take it away. Well, seems like they are. Thanks, DA. Now let's take a look at the starters for New Orleans. Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. And it's Captain Clutch in at the center. And for the Mavericks, Doncic and Porzingis, the incredible forward pair. White is out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Marjanovic in at the center, locking down the middle. Couple teams now, Doris, slumping here in the middle of the season. How can they avoid lengthy cold streaks, the absence of wind?
Yeah, I think this is where veteran leadership can become such an integral part of the success over the course of a long season. This is the point when you start to lose games, you can sort of break apart and splinter, and that is where that veteran leadership in the locker room, just to keep everybody unified, can be so critical.
Outside Holiday. Williamson kicks to Ingram. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Fires it up. And the rejection by Marjanovic. An even 3-on-3 break. 16 feet away. Pelicans pull it in. And the dunk by Williamson.
The athleticism on display there. For as big as Williamson is, he moves so fast and so decisively.
Porzingis feeling it out a bit. Back to Doncic. Shot clock at 6. He can't get that one to fall. So the Pelicans will take it the other way. Their last encounter was in New Orleans.
Yeah, they took advantage of some porous defense in that one. Really got the shots they wanted.
Give them some credit. I'll tell you this, Greg. They caught an opponent on a very off night defensively, and you take advantage. Simple as that.
To the paint, and stolen by Williamson. Lost the ball. Inside. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Boy, you love what this guy is doing right now. He's taking smart shots and shooting a high percentage, starting to cook.
Pelicans shooting their first foul shot of the game.
And in their history, the Dallas Mavericks have never moved up in the draft, and they needed to do so this summer to keep their pick.
Well, you think about it, Greg, they went into it with a little over a 26% chance to move up into the top 4. That did not happen. The Hawks collecting that 10th pick from the Luka Doncic trade.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in, and Dallas calls their first time out of the game, coming off that loss against the Timberwolves.
Well, what did them in was all the missed free throws. It could have been a much different outcome.
I thought, Greg, the frustration at the line was evident, and it makes it easy on the defense when you're not capitalizing once they put you at the free throw line.
Hardaway against Holiday. And that one is good.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, Greg, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Ball against Wright. No one near Marjanovic as he lets it go. No good on the three. There's the pass to Captain Clutch. The rebound by Marjanovic.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
Porzingis. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
What a pass by Luka Doncic. He's got tremendous size, and obviously they want the ball in his hands.
And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for New Orleans. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
I thought they had a solid game plan coming into that one, and then they made good adjustments along the way.
I thought their game plan was really spot on, Greg, and we saw that in their scoring more than anything else.
Doncic passes to Porzingis. And Doncic, here we go. And the basket is good.
There's a burst that allows Luka Doncic to be effective on his drives. You're not going to catch him standing around. This guy is in attack mode.
Puts it up from 7. Misses off the right iron.
Boy, a little indecisive. I think he wanted to kick it out, changed his mind, and ended up missing.
Ingram passes to Captain Clutch, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
And these are his second and third free throws tonight.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
Now, Wright. He is still scoreless so far in this one. Doncic outside. Outside, Porzingis. Wright outside. Just 5 to shoot. Knocked away. Stolen by Ball. And pushing it up. Here's New Orleans. Over to the wing. Here's Williamson. And the Pelicans miss again. Mavericks trail by 3. Here's Hardaway. He can't get that one. For New Orleans, they've gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Down low, here's Holiday. It's deflected.
Doncic known for his offense, but twice on the pipe. Send it back, young sir.
A wide open look here for Wright. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Here's Captain Clutch. Guarded by Hardaway. Dallas has gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. On the wing, Hardaway. Doncic outside. And the dunk by Doncic.
Boy, Luka Doncic excels in the two-man game. You handle the rock with perfection. Nicely done, young sir.
Passes it to Captain Clutch. From 8. A special move before the shot. Captain Clutch has got 9.
Man, this guy is a scoring machine. I mean, I know I'm not the only one to describe him that way.
Doncic with it. Now guarded by Ingram. And Doncic gets it to go. He's got 6.
Boy, it seems like every shot he puts up, it's going in. This guy is hot. Hot.
And as Dirk Nowitzki walks off into the sunset, the Mavericks seem to have found their next European superstar in Luka Doncic. The number 3 pick in last year's draft had a rookie season for the ages.
Jalen Brunson. He's checked in for DeLon Wright. Here's Holiday. Here's Captain Clutch. It's stolen by Marjanovic. And it's Captain Clutch with the foul. That's his first foul. Powell, he's checked in. The Mavericks shooting well, 50% from the floor. They've got Dwight Powell. DeLon Wright is out there with J.J. Barea. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Marjanovic in at the center position. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. And Doncic, the EuroLeague MVP, led Real Madrid to a title. EuroLeague Finals MVP, all at the tender age of 19.
Incredibly accomplished. Despite that, slipped a little bit in the draft into the waiting arms of the Mavs, who moved up 2 spots to get him.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, there is a lot of optimism in Dallas for the tandem of Luka Doncic and Kristaps Porzingis. Porzingis said, "We clicked right away. We're both European players, similar roots, both speak Spanish. That'll translate on the court. We can be something special." Kevin, look out for them to compliment and criticize one another in a different tongue.
If they play to their potential, they could be scary. Thanks, David. Hardaway against Holiday. Hayes with the steal. It's 2-on-1. On up the court. Hart, that's good.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
Marjanovic finds Hardaway. Here's Barea. The tray. Not going to go that time. Here's Holiday. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. And the Pelicans lead by 2.
That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
And here's Barea. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Holiday, the pass to Captain Clutch. Back to Holiday. Here's the floater. And that's 2 points on the layup. And now a 4-point Pelican lead.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's Barea with the ball. He'll bring it up for Dallas. They host the Kings after this game. That'll be the last of 3 straight at home for the team. Pass to Powell. Clock at 6. Pass to Barea. The 3-ball. And the 3-ball is good. Barea's got 6.
That consistency from distance, that's something J.J. Barea has worked on, and you can see the results here.
Holiday looking for an opening. Again, the Pelicans score.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Mavericks trail by 3. Right outside. A floater. Here's Hardaway. Good, and it's Barea who picks up the assist. Hardaway has got his second bucket.
I'll tell you, that's a pretty pass. Barea is a spark plug, and he seems to make his teammates better whenever he's on the floor. Well, when you've been struggling as he has, you love that your teammates have really stepped up and taken the challenge.
Now the pass to Powell. Tries from 10, and it's Dallas with another.
Really nice shot by Powell with a hand in his face. That's the kind of scoring opportunity he might have turned down a couple of years ago, Kevin.
Holiday, the pass to Melly. New Orleans moving the ball around. Here's Captain Clutch. Second shot opportunity. A rebound by Marjanovic. Marjanovic has got 5 rebounds tonight.
I think he's got to settle down, because right now it feels like he's rushing, like he's forcing some shots. This quarter he has been completely bothered.
To the middle, here's Captain Clutch. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And some changes here for the Mavericks. Porzingis is coming in for Dwight Powell. And Doncic is subbed in for J.J. Barea. The Mavericks trailing. Top of the key, Porzingis. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Kristaps Porzingis is so agile, mobile, and hostile. You give him a lane, and he'll take advantage.
Dallas has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Hardaway dishes to right. Now, here's Marjanovic. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. And Wright kicks to Doncic. shot from 12. And Dallas again with the bucket.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
For New Orleans, they've gone 6 of 14 shooting here in the second. To the paint. Here's Captain Clutch. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Porzingis. Doris, this game always evolving. Fascinating to see the players who drive that change with their unique talents find a way to do things different.
Well, probably two guys currently that have revolutionized the way the game is played. Stephen Curry, with the incredible range he has in his three-point shooting. You've got to guard him as soon as he crosses the half-court line. And honestly, if the goal would be good from the other side of the half-court, he'd probably push it to out there. And James Harden, so prolific at drawing fouls. It might be maddening to the fans of opposing teams, but James Harden has led the NBA or been at the top of the free throw attempts list for years now.
Great examples. The Mavericks leading. Doncic right side. That shot no good. For New Orleans, they've gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the second quarter. Just under 50% shooting. Captain Clutch passes to Holiday. Wright with the double team. And stolen by Wright. And here comes the break. Moving it up. Doncic kicks to Porzingis. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got 4 assists in the game.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Here's Captain Clutch. Goodbye, Porzingis. Passes to Captain Clutch. 6 on the shot clock. Inside. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Captain Clutch has got 7 points for the quarter. Doncic with it. 17 points for him last game against Minnesota.
You know what else impressed me? How infectious his tenacity was. Simply a wrecking ball on the boards, collected huge amounts of rebounds.
Clock at 6. Here's Wright. Makes it off the glass. Wright's got the lead back up to 4 now for the Mavs.
Well, defensively, to me, you've got to do a better job communicating once the screen comes.
Pass to Hayes. It's Ingram on the wing. Here's Captain Clutch. Guarded by Doncic. Yep, that one goes. Captain Clutch has got 18 points in the game.
And the passing of Ingram, setting up his teammates and distributing the ball, effortless.
Here's Porzingis. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
That pass was about the location. Puts it perfectly into the hands of his teammate.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. And the impact that Porzingis can have on the defensive end, Greg, cannot be overstated.
The reach and leaping ability.
From deep three-point range, and no good on the last second attempt this time. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Mavericks ahead. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Captain Clutch having a dominant impact in this game.
Something has kicked him into gear tonight as he has done work on the offensive end.
Boy, he's been aggressive looking for his shot. Remarkable effort on the offensive end in that first half.
On the floor for Alvin Gentry as we get into the second half. Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. And it's Captain Clutch in at the 5, roaming the paint. Shot clock at 2. Hardaway, no good.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
Doncic with the steal. 11 feet away. Good for his 8th field goal. He's attempted a dozen shots.
We know this. Doncic is an aggressive, thirsty scorer. If you allow airspace, even in the mid-range, he's going to make you pay.
Porzingis with the block. And it's the Mavericks on the break. Hardaway kicks to Porzingis. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
And you will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
He definitely has the respect of the locker room. Holiday is someone that players enjoy playing with.
It's his first trip to the line.
And you know what? The work he's put in at the line starting to pay off. How about 78% on the season?
And Doris, you played point guard. What do you like to see from that position?
Well, I'm going to go back to the Showtime Lakers, which was my first team that I adored when I was a kid watching the NBA. And the reality is this, Kevin, I love to see teams play in transition, get out in the open floor. What's better than watching Steph Curry cross half court with a full head of steam and the defender knowing, oh, good God, anything could happen here. He might pull a three, he might finish in spectacular fashion off the run, or he might find a teammate for a momentum-building three. Like, get in transition and run, baby.
Williamson kicks to Ingram. Shoots over Doncic. Shot is good, and the Mavericks' lead is cut to just 7 points in the basket from Ingram.
And Ingram hits these mid-range jumpers in his sleep. The defense can't allow him to get going from there.
Ball against Wright. Here's Hardaway. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now, he averages nearly 12 points a game. A three from Porzingis. Shot clock reset for Dallas. Doncic, no good. Pelicans trail by 7. Here's Williamson, and the dunk by Williamson.
And the defense learned a valuable lesson there. Don't let Williamson get to that launching pad around the rim.
And here's the fast break. Ball leading the way. It's good. And that's 10 points for Zion Williamson.
And one area where they haven't struggled has been transition.
Yeah, they've had less success when they allow the defense to get set. That's why they want to keep pushing the pace.
Now, Wright. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. It's tipped. Ingram with the steal. Shot is good, and the Mavericks' lead is cut to just 1 on the basket from Ball.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Dallas has gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Here's Doncic. They can't stop the run with that one. The Pelicans have gone 4-6 from the field since the start of the third. Holiday gets the bucket.
Yeah, and Ball, a transcendent talent, I think, has a real skill for finding his teammates when they have those good looks at the rim.
Dallas calls timeout.
And you look at Lonzo Ball, certainly high expectations for this young man. One and done at UCLA. How about second overall pick? That's brought some undue pressure.
And some changes here for the Mavericks. Dwight Powell's checked in for Marjanovic. And Barea subbed in for DeLon Wright. And the Pelicans making a change here as well. Murray's checked in for Ingram. Doncic kicks to Powell. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got his 7th assist in the game. Greg, you talk about the height for Lonzo Ball and the pressure. Do you think that creates an additional challenge for a young player?
Yeah, he's scuffled at times, but I think the future remains very bright for that young man.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
The Pelicans making a switch here. Hart's checked in. The Pelicans have really been struggling with their free throws, only made 5. More misses than makes so far.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
Barea kicks to Doncic. Floats one up, and the shot is good. The Pelican lead has been cut down to 1 on the bucket from Barea.
I'll tell you, don't let the diminutive size fool you. This guy is not intimidated and can get his shot in the painted area.
Here's Captain Clutch, guarded by Powell. No good from Captain Clutch.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Hardaway kicks to Doncic. Shot clock at 6. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That is his first foul of the game. Checking in. And here's Porzingis. 10 points for him. 4 on the clock. From the arc. Doncic, no good.
Well, he hasn't proven to be much of a floor spacer for them. He had the 1-3, but that was back in the first half.
Williamson, the pass to Captain Clutch, uses the glass to finish the layup. Captain Clutch has got 23 points.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And the dunk by Powell.
You have got to commend Powell on his positioning. I tell you, he buries himself deep, and he's going to sky for that slam dunk.
Ball, the bounce pass, the 9-foot shot. Here's Williamson. Here's Captain Clutch. Count that bucket. 25 points in the game.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
And so it's Barea with it. He'll bring it up for Dallas. To the inside. Here's Powell. Good, and it's Barea who picks up the assist. Powell's got 6 in the quarter.
How about the skills of Dwight Powell down low? Hard for the defense to match up with his length.
Pass to Melly. Back to Ball. Here's the dish to Williamson. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Williamson's got 12 points in the game.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
Mavericks trailed by 3. Doncic feeling it out. Goes up to the stripe. And Dallas again with the bucket.
Luka Doncic is in distinguished company because his game is so far advanced for his age.
Now, here's Ball. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Williamson kicks to Holiday. Again, the Pelicans score.
And really an underrated playmaker. Williamson with good court vision and solid decision-making.
Barea against Ball. Barea with it. 8 points for him. Nice shot by Porzingis.
Well, Porzingis will make you pay if you collapse off of him.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
Well, so much of the last few seasons have been lost time for Kristaps Porzingis. That ACL injury and then working back from it in the 20.
Doncic against Ingram. To the middle. Here's Captain Clutch. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Greg, with all the time that Porzingis has missed, it's easy to forget just how dominant he is when he's healthy.
KP is one of the few game-changing talents in our league. He can carry an offense and boost an entire team's defense with his presence on the floor.
Doncic and Porzingis, the incredible forward pair. Jalen Brunson out there with Wright. And it's Marjanovic in at the 5 down low. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Hardaway's checked in for Jalen Brunson. Here's Wright. Tries again. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising it's such a tight game.
Lonzo Ball is checked in for J.J. Redick. Free throw drops for Marjanovic. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence. And that's about the worst defense
I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
You know, we talk about execution offensively coming down the stretch. To me, it's as important defensively, and they didn't have it.
And you can feel the excitement in the building. Both of these teams pouring it on.
There's been a bit of a flurry here late, and this game may come down to which side gets a stop or two.
And that's an example of playing big, adapting to the situation.
Well, major height disadvantage. He recognizes that and still able to score it.
An even 3-on-3 break. Here's Holiday. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
And this is what you want on both ends, to win the battle of effort.
And that's exactly what you can control, right? Your desire, your hustle, your will to succeed.
Here's Porzingis, and the rejection by Favors.
I think you want to see more of this from Derek Favors. You'd love to see him be aggressive and try to send shots back.
Quite possibly an all-star snub. Rookie of the Year, Luka Doncic. Doris had a chance to be selected in his first season.
Perhaps sending a message, Kevin, with that first teenager ever to put up a 30-point triple-double. Something tells me this young man will have an all-star game appearance or two moving forward.
Here's Captain Clutch. The Mavericks pull it in. Marjanovic has got 11 rebounds in the game. The pass to Doncic. Count it. And it's an 8-point Maverick lead.
You cannot let Doncic get established on the interior. This guy feels very comfortable wherever he is on the floor.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. A moment now to check out who's leading in the All-Star voting.
And a lot of fans and players interested to see how this thing all turns out.
Take a look at Captain Clutch. He has a huge vote total right now. Number 3, in fact, among Western Conference players.
And looking more and more like he'll be a starter. And that's really a tribute to the work he's put in this season. He's earned each and every one of those votes.
A great All-Star weekend it'll be. We'll keep you updated as we get closer. Shot clock at 3. Porzingis with the block.
This guy is showing great potential as a rim protector. Porzingis a threat to block shots anywhere, anytime.
Mavericks leading by 8. Outside Hardaway. Right against Ball. Now here's Wright. Defense is right there. Now Holiday. That shot is good. He has made 8 while missing only 4. That's 67% shooting.
Just doing what he can. He's competing and he's converting.
And he has really kept them in this one, Greg. A high effort level. Now the rest of the team has got to step up.
Right against Ball. Over in the corner, Porzingis. No good on the triple.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
And it's good. 2 points.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Favors in the post. He's against Porzingis. And a slam dunk by Favors.
Impressive athleticism from the big man. Derek Favors, aggressive, knifing into the paint.
Wright, the pass to Doncic. Back to Wright. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Marjanovic finds Wright. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Dallas again missing.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Here's Holiday. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Makes it, and the next one could tie it up. That one drops. He ties it up.
And not a single free throw attempt in that first half, but he has been far more active since the break and drawn some fouls.
To take the lead, Shen. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Porzingis. And that one misses.
And he's taking care of the hard part tonight, which is getting to the line. But he hasn't finished the job once he gets there.
You know, he couldn't make all of them, and they'll have to settle for just a 1-point lead.
Dallas has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. And Wright kicks to Marjanovic. At the elbow, Doncic. It doesn't go for him. Well, for New Orleans, shooting so far very efficient all around, about 55%. And one of the best defensive big men in the league, Derek Favors.
You're right, Kevin, because he's got the body to play bully ball, but the lateral quickness to deal with smaller players. When this guy gets down in his stance, he can cover some ground defensively.
Well, they should be looking at a 3-point lead. Hopefully for them, that miss won't cost them.
Hardaway kicks to Doncic. And they get it. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. New Orleans in the lead. Some firepower from this offense tonight.
Yeah, they got a nice groove going right now offensively.
Right wing. Here's Ball. And the Pelicans miss again. These guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice to system.
And when everyone's involved offensively, it has a way of helping you on the defensive side as well.
No good from Captain Clutch.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Swiped it away. And Ingram with a clear path to the basket. And here they go. And slam dunk by Ingram.
Love whenever Ingram rises for the jam, just flushing it home in the face of the opposition.
And the Mavericks call time here.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And the question they're going to have to answer to me is it a problem with the scheme or is it a problem with matchups?
And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Captain Clutch.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
During that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear Rick Carlisle's message to his team. He said, look, you guys are playing physical, and I like that, but it has to be under control. We've committed way too many fouls. We've allowed way too many foul shots. Kevin?
Holiday left side. Porzingis with the block. Right against Ball. With the teardrop. And it's right missing. Pelicans leading by 4. Here's Ingram. Here's Williamson. Here's Captain Clutch. Tries yet again. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket. Captain Clutch has got 12 points here in the second half. Right, looking around. Doncic trying to get open. Can they get it? Marjanovic down low. And another shot. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
And the first one at the line is good. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. Well, for New Orleans, shooting very well right now. 52% in this fourth quarter. Got a hand on it. Ingram against Doncic. Banked in off the glass. Doncic has got 30 points.
Doncic has been in this position many times. He makes it look easy.
Ball finds Holiday. Here's Captain Clutch. There's a minute 47 left to play here in the fourth. No good that time. Stolen by Ball. And pushing it up. Here's New Orleans. Good on the bucket. 32 points for Captain Clutch.
Yeah, and Ball constantly looking for ways to come up with steals. Outstanding at covering a lot of ground with his overall lift.
Passes it to Porzingis, and it's blocked. And here we go. Here's Captain Clutch. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Now it's a 7-point Pelican lead.
Want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
Right against Ball. Right, the pass to Marjanovic. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Pass to Williamson. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
And it's right with the ball for the Dallas Mavericks. Trailing by 10. Dallas calls timeout. They're down by 10. 51 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. On defense, New Orleans. There's 45 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Well, the defense daring him to shoot, and he makes them pay for their disrespect.
Ingram passes to Captain Clutch. It's rebounded by Doncic. And here are the Mavericks now. To the wing on the left. Inside, Marjanovic. Count it!
Flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. And they go to the intentional foul. It's the first, and that increases their lead to 6.
And Ingram, the former Blue Devil, an extraordinary player who only promises to get better.
Dallas calls timeout. They're behind by 6. 23 seconds left in the game. Guys, your thoughts?
They need a quick basket here.
Well, preferably a 3, right? If there's a clean look, take it.
And looking for a very quick shot here.
Well, Greg, you've got to run a play that's a quick strike. You've got to immediately foul after that.
Right for 3. Marjanovic kicks to right. Hardaway for 3. Laces one from 3.
Well, there's a reason they trust this guy in big moments. Tim Hardaway Jr., no problem, he says.
They're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaking. You can't make the second free throw either. Missing both.
Looking to tie it up with a big triple.
Greg, this is all about execution. Can you free an open man from the free throw?
So it's a miracle victory for the Pelicans, pulling it out for the W. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K.
Hey, this is the Jet.
Oh, it's beautiful. Everyone show me.
We know you're a busy guy, Chase, so we're going to let you go.
You're top 3 in all-star voting at your position.
I'm going to keep doing what I do.
You guys are on fire. What's been the key?
Ted, you know, I think it's just one game, so I want.
Good stuff. Thanks for your time, Che.
Levi, what's up, man?
There he is! All right, buddy, yeah, we'll talk later. How are you, huh? How's it feel, this entire party just for you?
Hey, it's pretty dope.
Can I get you anything? Anything at all?
Kind of hungry a little bit.
Absolutely, they got these cupcakes, they look like headphones. Highly recommend. I'll be right back.
All right.
You're the man. Hey, all for you.